A thing that I do need to show you is how to get the radio to talk to programs using the SmartCat application. Now, the CAT application is not installed automatically when you install the Smart SDR. It has to be installed separately, but the CAT's installer is installed. So when you go down to your Start menu and look at all the programs and go down to Flex, in the list here will be the Smart SDR CAT installer. Now, I've already installed it, but you would normally just click on the installer. I've already got it installed, and it brings up a screen that allows you to see what it's done. Now, what is the CAT itself? Well, you've heard of CAT before, Computer-Aided Transceiver Protocol. It's a set of commands that are used to control radios. Well, this is a radio. It needs to be controlled, but it doesn't speak CAT natively. It speaks FlexLib commands. So the Smart SDR CAT is a translator, and it opens up a COM port to send these commands to your program and run your radio. So a lot of these outboard programs need or have CAT control, and this acts as the interface and translator. But what it also does, which is very important, is it opens up it can open up a PTT line for programs that don't use CAT, like Digipan or Multi-PSK, and just need a keying line. And how you do that is you click on serial ports, you add a port, you click on PTT, and you can just bring both of these up, and then click Accept, and it will set up a COM port for PTTing. Now, in this case, I had already set up COM24. Now it's set up COM19, and right there, you can see it. You can hide this again. This little CAT program fires up when Windows fires up, but it does not start doing what it does until you start up Smart SDR and get the radio going, and it can talk to a radio. So then you set up your outboard program, Digipan or whatever, and set your PTT line for that COM port that you just set up. And that's all you need to know about the CAT utility. Now, Power SDR, which runs the Flex 1500, 3000, and 5000, has been around for a long time and gone through a lot of revisions. It's a very full-featured product. Let's talk about what it has and what Smart SDR doesn't have yet. First would be band stacking registers. You click on the band select, and you can hit it 3 times and go to CW, SSB, wherever you want to go. Then we have frequency memories. You can record as many of those as you want, as your hard drive will hold, and quickly go to them. We've got ATU memory. That means that on the newer one, it seems to tune from scratch every time, but on the old one, it seems to remember where it was and does a really quick tune if you're in the same spot. It has FM. What else do I need to say? We need FM. It has unlimited recording files, band or audio. You can record just the audio or record the entire band and play it back and tune across it later. And you can just save those on the hard drive. Very nice. Now, adjustable TX audio compressor would be nice just with a slider, because we're sort of used to having that. It has 3 D10 positions on the processor, but how about a little bit more control over transmit compression? And the 6300 only has no receive bandpass filters in the front end. Okay, they saved money. The spectrum capture unit really has a dynamic range to handle it. The older radios have them, and I haven't seen it to be a problem, but that's just something to mention. Now on Smart SDR, let's take a look at it and talk about it. It has a completely new hardware architecture that it's supporting. So it offers things that could never be offered before on the older radios. And that is the ability to display large segments of spectrum, not just part of a band. Huge chunks. It has a native ability to remote control and operate it over the internet. RJ45 jack on the radio. It has mixerless receivers offering unprecedented performance. When we see the lab results, you're going to see this reflected. Complete stability. The box does most of the processing. On the old one, the PC did most of the processing, so it wasn't as stable. Now, CW is perfect. There's no latency. In the old days, there was some latency, and that was one of the problem areas. And we have multiple slice receivers with identical performance, up to 8 on the 6700. Wow. And these radios are going to advance rapidly and offer features not found on any box with knobs. So there we have the 6300, the one we're talking about today. What's on our want list? I know I've got that. Well, first I want all the power SDR features: FM mode, frequency memories, audio record, save file, compressor, processor, level adjustment, all the basic little detail stuff that we're currently missing, and I'm sure they're going to add where appropriate. But how about other desirable features? I'd like to see quick memories where you could put, click a right click and throw a memory bar up at top and go, oh, I have 5 that I can jump to really quickly. And TX meter select. I want to check my ALC or some of the other stuff. It doesn't have that right now. How about EQ profiles that you can save and associate with the mode you're in? Okay, that would be nice. Just put them to the disk. Auto baseline compensate for the display width. When you slide the display width around to really large, the baseline tends to jump around. I think they can automatically compensate that and adjust that so that your baseline is always a little bit from the bottom of the screen. I'd like band recording, so I can record the whole band I'm looking at and play it back like it was live later, or at least a good portion of it. And how about PSK31 and RTTY with on-screen decode? These are the modes that people use 90% of the time. The more esoteric stuff, less. Have that done by outside programs. And how about a really full-featured Droid application for remote operation? Everybody's got a Droid tablet or phone, and that would be ultra fun. Well, there you go. So in conclusion, I'm definitely going to be giving the Flex6300 2 thumbs up rating. The software continues to evolve, and that feedback channel really is great to have with Flex, so we can add those features that we want to see in there. The folks at Flex have just given us another world of exploration in amateur radio. This is a quantum leap, this entire area of SDR. There's a lot of other companies out there doing it, but Flex are the leaders, I'd say. And I don't know how many times I've told the story of Gerald and those guys developing the concepts of SDR there in Austin years ago as a way to introduce people to SDR. And we owe a heck of a lot to Gerald and the gang down there in Austin. So thanks for watching, and until next time, best DX. Take care.